Hi, everyone. This is Cheryl Lee Davis. I'm the Vice President of Women's Connection with Stonecroft Ministries, and this is an exciting time to be part of Stonecroft, isn't it? And I just want to welcome you to the second in our series of 3 social media calls. And again, we are featuring Jessica Good. She is involved with the ministry as a chair and many other capacities, as well as works in the marketing industry. So she is perfect to help us promote our groups well. Last week's training, we covered how to create a group for your Women's Connection or your Bible study or whatever group you have that you're doing outreach in. And this week, she is going to spend some time helping us know how we can promote our groups with little or no cost at all. So, Jessica, take it away.
Thank you. We're going back to Facebook again because that's our focus here. I think it's one of the more widely used platforms for people who would be coming to the Women's Connection outreaches. And today we're going to go over how to get free publicity because Facebook wants you to pay to get your word out. So I'm going to give you a few hints here on how to get that done for free. So we're going to go kind of around the system. So first of all, I want to invite you to a page on Facebook. In your Facebook search bar here, just type in Women's Connection Helps, and you'll come to this group. This is a group I put together where you can go to the photos, go to the albums, and you will see there are different albums here with different things here. We've got the logos for Stonecroft, all different kinds of logos there. When they look chopped up like this, just click on it and you'll get the bigger picture. You could always right click and save the image into your computer into a file where you know where it is so you can use it later. And you can always come back here if you need to. There are also some banners if you're just getting your Facebook page put together. Let's go back to photos and albums. These are some banners that I put together that just say your Women's Connection page is coming soon. It has a Stonecroft logo. They all have a different, very pretty, flowery background. So feel free to take any of those. And we've got, let's see, not next week, but the week after Thanksgiving, we'll be coming back and learning how to put together graphics. So this album right here will have a whole bunch of backgrounds that you can use for that. If you don't want to go searching, this is a good place to start. And we will go over that in 2 weeks. So again, just a resource here. There are some files. So if you click on the files, you'll see here's the Stonecroft branding guide and the social media guidelines. And you just click on those. And you can read them that way, download them, print them out, however you like to do. Let's see. All right. So your homework today is going to be to go through Facebook, research relevant groups in your area, and join them. For example, I am on Colorado's Western Slope, and so there are a lot of communities out here. It's very spread out, but still people will drive. So if I look at my county, so I just start typing Delta County, you'll see there's this public group right here, which includes Delta, Montrose, Ouray, San Juan, includes a whole bunch. And what these groups do is some of them have things for sale. Some of them just have events that are coming up, or people are, lost their pet or found a pet. That's what these boards are generally geared to. And some of them will tell you, right here it says buy and sell. However, I still use them for event announcements. Okay. The one thing I want to point out real quick, when you start posting something, you will see right here if it will tell you start discussion or sell something. If it says what are you selling, if you click on that and it's asking you to add a price, you're on the wrong tab up here. So go ahead and hit start discussion, and all that goes away. So we will come back to that. So right now I want to get into, this is the Delta County Women's Connection page, and this is the group that I am chair of. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how to set up an event first, and then we're going to show you how to share that event. So there's an events tab here, and I'm going to, it tells you your upcoming events will be here, past events will be here. So I'm going to create an event. I'm going to change the photo, and I already have this set up, so I'm just going to pop that in there. And our feature is called From One Old Bag to Another. We're doing a bag swap. And then I'm just going to put Women's Connection dinner. Some of these will auto-populate if they know what you're doing. And ours is going to be January 11. Oops, starting at 5:30. For category, there's quite a few of things you can choose here. If you don't think it goes in any of those, you can press none. My description, I already have that laid out here on a Word document, so I'm just going to copy my text and drop it right in here. And these are things you could do ahead of time as well. Some of the information I didn't have, live performance by, I think I have that now, but I will leave that just until I get ready to finish it off. So you want to put all your information here. I like to space it out here because people tend to go cross-eyed if there's no breaks in here. Whoops. It makes it easier to read, kind of like a bullet point here. And we are kid friendly. And right now our group doesn't do tickets online. Some groups I know they do, so that would be where you would place that URL to get to that page. If I want to add any co-hosts here, I would just start typing their name. Say I wanted to add our area rep. I could put her name right there. And then when you're ready, if you're not ready yet, just hit Save Draft and you can come back to it later. Also for security here, it tells you anyone can post, but it has to be approved or only the hosts can post. So we have not had any experience with negative posts on there, so I just put anyone can post. I just check it often. When I'm ready, I just hit publish. And Facebook does its thing. It's going to assign a event number. You can see it up here in this bar. And this is what it looks like. On your end, you're going to have what they call insights up here. It's going to tell you how many people it's reached, how many people have viewed it, and how many people responded. Right here, it tells you boost your event. Now, this is where Facebook wants you to pay. And that's a whole nother class. But today, we're going to go around that and teach you how to post it without having to pay. So as you scroll down, you can see there's the details. Drops down to have more details there. You could share this in a messenger. You choose your friends. You could add your message. Let's see, you could write a post here. The discussion is where you will see everybody's posts. So what I can do is I can add a photo, and I'll do my invitation itself. I'll do the back of the invitation just because we have a print sponsor on there. So I'm going to add those to that discussion and press post, and you'll see they popped up right here so people can see the invitation itself. If they scroll over, they can see that we had a print sponsor. You could share the photos, or you could share the whole event page. So I'm going to teach you how to share the event page first. So in this tab over here, I already have open up. This is a group called What's Happening Western Colorado. Oops. So what I'm going to do is go back to my event page. I'm going to right click on this address. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go back to my group, and then I'm going to right click, paste that, and then you'll see your banner shows up here. Once that banner pops up, you can just delete that. Now, another thing you want to do to make sure that it gets as much attention as possible is you want to use your, you want to tag the post. You want to use hashtags as well. And to tag it, you just use the @ let's say I wanted to tag Cheryl. Here she is. So we'll tag her. So that way, it, when this little guy pops up right here in the top where you get your notifications, it'll say, hey, Cheryl, you were tagged in this post. And your friends might see that you're tagged in the post, go see it, and be like, oh, that's a cool event. I'm going to go to that. To hashtag, you just use the pound sign, as I grew up calling it. And you can put women's event or ladies. I like to use ladies night out. Oops. And you can put as many hashtags as you want. Hashtag purse swap. Anything that would be relevant. You can tag as many people. You can tag the group itself. Okay, there it is. I could tag the group. And then when you're ready, you just put post, and it shows up in the news feed of that group. So anyone can come to it. If they click on the banner, if they click here, there's a link. It'll link them right back to your events page. And then it also tells you right here, hosted by Delta County Women's Connection, which is another link. And if they're curious about your group, they can click that and go right to your page. So there's a lot of value in that. You want to go through and make sure that you are in all the groups that are nearby. Another area you could check. Well, if you're familiar with Western Colorado, they name specific areas by geographic location. So we have like the North Fork, for example. So there's a North Fork message board. So I could go to the North Fork message board, click in here. Of course, it's going to ask me if I'm selling something, so I want to hit start discussion. That way I don't have to fill out information that I don't have. Then I'm going to right click, drop that URL in there. Once the banner is up, delete that. I'm going to tag the group. Gotta post it. And now it is dropped into that event page. Okay. You could also share these on your friends' pages or on your own page. I'm super Jessica. So I'm going to share this on my page. Say I want if you share it on your page and you tag people, it will also show up on their page as well. So say I want to share this with my mom. I have to use @ There she is. I'm going to share it with my mom. If you don't want the whole name to show, you can actually backspace and it'll just delete it up to the first name. As long as it's highlighted, she is tagged. And I will tag my sister, take off her name, and then I'm going to post it. And so now my mom and my sister, when they pull down their notifications, it's going to show that they are tagged, that I have tagged them in a post on my page. But if you go to their page, you should, let's see. There it is. So this is my mom's page, and there's the post that she's tagged in. So it's another way to share it with your friends, make sure it gets out there, and their friends will see it. So that's pretty fun. Okay, so to explain hashtags, if somebody goes up to the Facebook search bar and they hashtag Ladies Night Out, so it gives you, I'm looking for the hashtag. I'm not looking for people or pages, so I'm going to click that one. And this will show you all of the posts, hopefully from most recent, that have that hashtag. You'll see I did this one. This one I shared for Altrusa in our area, and I hashtagged Ladies Night Out. See, here's this one, hashtag Ladies Night Out. So if somebody is looking for Ladies Night Out or purse swap or anything, they just look for the hashtag up here, and they will have a whole string of events there. So anyone who is an editor on your page or an administrator, anyone who can post as your page will be able to edit these events. Okay. And it also shows up on the main event or the main page. Here it goes, upcoming events, and this is on the Delta County Women's Connection page. So it shows up in my feed there. Okay.
Jessica, would this be a good time to find questions?
Sure, I think that pretty much covers it. Just so, number one, do your homework, research relevant groups in your area and join them, because a lot of them, you know, you have to join and be approved. And then start using your events link and then share that URL. Oh, also to keep your page active, because Facebook doesn't like to share pages if they're not very active. So keep it active. So after your events, you know, post photos, be sure you take photos, post them. And I like to post them. Oh, this was, we were doing wear your crazy hat. So that's a picture that I used, and I put thanks to everyone who came out and shared the evening with us. We did a photo booth one night, and there's one of our speakers, and this is one of our feature speakers. Some clip art, dinner catered by DeVito's to grab people's attention. Here's a picture of our group one night. So when you post pictures, you could either go to your photos and then do an album, which is what I like to do, because then all your photos are grouped together. And then it'll post to your page as an album. It'll say, Delta County Women's Connection has created a new album, added 4 new photos. So.
I think we mentioned this last time we mentioned there is a social media release form that you can get off of our website for anyone, just to be sure they sign that before you put their picture out there.
And then if you're taking a group photo like I did with everybody at the tables, you could even mention from the mic, say, hey, I'm going to take a picture for Facebook. If you don't want your face in there, please turn around or cover your face. And, you know, usually people are, if it's a public event, usually they don't care. So, but it's good to make that announcement. All right. Oh, this is an event we did for a study on Esther. So do all your conversations. We recently had a couple of craft nights where we put together things for our fundraiser. We silent auctioned some things. So this is, you know, an event that we did for that. So any events you have, we call it a crafty play date. Any conversations or studies you have going on. If you have a group of women who just want to get together and meet for coffee or whatever, and you want to make it official, use your event page. Say, hey, a group is meeting to discuss, you know, or to further discuss what the speaker was talking about or whatever, you know. Any questions?
And you do need to take yourself off of mute. And the easiest way to do that, if you're on the computer, is just to click the red microphone and it'll turn it green.
Yes, you can choose all of your friends to invite at once. Well, I'm not sure if there's a way to like check all of them, but you would have to go in and check them individually. So let's go back to that. So on your events page, so I've created it. Here's my event. I'm going back to it. I want to invite my friends, so I can check that. So, oh, there is. You can select all right here. And then it'll go boop, 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 boop. I don't like to do that because I have friends in other states and maybe it's not relevant to them, or just some of these people are not in the same area, but they're professional contacts. And it's like, well, I don't want to spam them because then they'll block me or stop following me. So you want to be careful how you distribute that. If you don't see anybody you want to invite, just right off the top, going down here, start typing their name, and then you'll get all kinds of people. You just click them, and they will auto check on your list, and you can see who you selected right here.
We may have lost you as presenter for a minute there, Jessica.
Oh, okay.
So I just send it back over to you to show. Can you just make sure you are the presenter? You see that?
Let's see.
I think you might have to click it.
Can you see my screen now?
Yeah.
Yes, now I can. Thank you. We just had a moment on the friends part that we missed you.
Oh, okay. So right here, you can select all. That's where I was talking about. You click that and it'll auto-populate all of these choices here. If you don't see the person you want to select right away when you're scrolling down, you can type their name in here and just click them here. It'll show you here who you have selected. And when you've gotten everybody that you want to invite, then you just hit send invites, and boom, it sent them. Right here, you can indicate if you're interested, if you're going. I'm gonna hit going, and it'll tell me here. Now, if you want to change it later, or if any guest wants to change it later, they could hit this and then change it to interested instead of going. So you want to have somebody assigned to look at your page and look at who is interested. It'll tell you here, 1 going, 0 interested. Usually it'll have their little faces right here. And just to follow up, make sure those people were either on a call list or an email list or a text list, however you do your invites. And if whoever is on this list that is not on one of your regular lists, just follow up with them via a personal message on Facebook and say, hey, I see that you were interested in going. I just want to make sure that's a definite RSVP because we need to order food. And hopefully they'll get back to you and let you know, oh yeah, and just, you know, also remind them or ask, do you need childcare? Because that's something you'll need to know as well. When you need to edit, here's the edit button up here. I would think it would be here, but it's way at the top. And see here, it already tells me I've got 5 people reached. 1 person already viewed it. Nobody responded yet. So that's a bar you want to watch there. And also when you're on your main page, up here where it has notifications, I went over this last time, but I'll go over it again. Like right here, it says notifications. It's got a red box right here, 21. So I'm going to click on that and just make sure it's nothing I need to respond to. Like right here, Raylan liked my photo. So she didn't reply to it. If she had replied to it, then I would click on it and go to it and hit another, hey, thanks for your comment. Looking forward to seeing you there. So you want to remain really active on here. Your insights are going to tell you how many people are looking at your page, what dates they're looking at your page, what posts have been looked at. See right here it says total page views. Oh, I'm down 20%. Probably haven't been real active. My reach between November 5th and November 11 was 26 people. It'll tell me here if I have any new page likes. Post engagement, that means who has been liking your post or commenting it on it, sharing it, and it'll give you another graph down here. So there's all kinds of ways to keep up with what you're doing.
Can we ask questions?
Sure.
I have a question regarding what you're seeing now on your screen.
Uh-huh.
When you go to the page, like to the left to page, and click on there, how do you see what other people see? That's what I'm interested to know, what people are seeing.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Let me see if I can remember where that is. So these little 3 dots right here, you click that, view page as visitors.
Okay, great.
And there you go. And then when you want to switch back, it has a link right here. You can switch back. So that's
great to know. I didn't know that. And the other question is, you have editors and you have administrators, right?
Yes.
So what is the difference? What can the administrator do and not do? What can an editor do and not do?
So when you're setting up, when you're inviting people to be the administrator or be, come on, go back to my page. Of course. It's not giving me my page back. Hold on a second.
Sorry about that.
Oh, that's all right. Here, I've got it here. Okay. So I'm going to go to settings, and it's going to be page roles. And when you are assigning new people, it's going to tell you what that is. So right here, it's clicked on editor. So the editor can send messages and publish as the page, respond to and delete comments on the page, create ads, da-da-da-da. If you switch it to admin, it'll tell you right here, can manage all aspects of the page. They can send messages. And the thing with the editor is they can also delete your page. Yeah. And then there's moderator, advisor, analyst, live contributor. I would probably stick to editor unless it's somebody who's in for the long haul, and or if you're switching roles or whatever and you are not going to handle the page anymore, you definitely want to give them admin so that they can start adding other people as editor as well.
So basically you just click on the different roles and it describes what it is.
Uh-huh. Yeah, where it says assign a new role. So this is where you would type their name, and then you don't have to type a name to get the description. So right here it's admin. Here's the description for admin. If you want to click editor, this is what the editor does. So if you see how this one, it changed it can see this and comment and view insights. That's what the analyst can do. Very limited. Live contributor can go live as the page from a mobile device. They can't comment as the page. They cannot create ads or access publishing tools, but they can go live. So if you have somebody who would like to do Facebook Live at your events, you know, hey, we're here right now. We're saying hi to you know, all of our guests, and here's who our speaker will be tonight. I probably wouldn't publicize the entire event, but maybe just some highlights.
So the public who has no role on the page, they can just like and follow?
Correct.
And send messages?
Yes.
Great. They don't make comments?
They can make comments. So let's go back to this one. So they can, okay, right here, here's something else that's funny. I didn't have this on my notes, but this is good to know. Right here, it's going to give you your picture. So right now it's the picture of this page, and it says posting as Delta County Women's Connection. So if I want to like a comment, so let's go down here. So if I like this, it's going to say liked by Delta County Women's Connection. So if I change this space, then I can like it as myself. Right. So you want to toggle back and forth. So if you want to make a comment that is like your own personal comment, go ahead and toggle to your face, and then you could comment. Otherwise, you're commenting as the page. But guests, they will be commenting as themselves. If they comment to a post, it's just going to show here. And if they comment, let me see. Doesn't look like I have any people who have just posted something. Like if they come up here, let's try it out. Oops. Let's post that. So it says you wrote view post. So let's see. Oh, so here's a link on the side here. It says posts. And it shows you on the side here. Here's everybody who has commented. And that's under the post link. They'll give you this menu on the side here. This is visitor posts. So when a visitor posts something, it's going to show up over here, not on your main stream.
I have two questions.
Sure.
Who can post photos on the site? And the other question is, I tried to join the group, the Women's Connect Help, and I'm still pending.
Oh, okay.
What do I need to do?
Well, I haven't gotten to that one yet. Let's see. Connection helps. Are you Brenda?
No, I'm Linda.
Oh, I only have a Brenda who asked to join. Let me see.
It shows on mine that it's still pending. Should I try it again?
Linda, did you ask to join the Delta County Women's Connection?
No, it was the Women's Connect Help.
Okay, that would be this page. I don't see any other requests on here. You might try to send it through again.
Okay, I'll do that.
How about checking your notifications?
Well, this is where it would tell me my member request right here. So this is the page it would show up on. So let me answer your question about photos. Anybody can post photos. If they are posting photos, say underneath something that you've already posted, like now, like say this was the event, they can come here, add a photo, and then it'll show up in that feed as a comment. Now, if they just post it as a new comment up here, they can upload here, but it's going to show up on the sidebar where it says visitor post. So if you're having someone take photos for you, I would just have them email it to you, and then you add them to the page or as a photo album. So you can go to photos, you can put create album. I don't have anything to add right now, but you would choose, you know, say I want to do these things, open. And then it'll auto put those in there. You can choose as many as you want. If you want to choose from another folder, you just hit add more photos. You can go to another folder and add all those, and it'll continue adding. You can put comments under these. Thanks to our print sponsor. These are just clip art that I used for creating different things. And then when you're ready, you do an album name over here, your description. If you want, you can add a location. It's not mandatory. It says here, it's giving me some cities, but you could also do like wherever you have the outreach meetings at. I could put Delta Christian Church. And it auto-populates there. And when you're ready to publish them, you just hit this post button, and it'll show up on your page. I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to publish this. I'm just gonna close it out. I'm gonna discard. But once you hit post, then it'll show up on your home page as a photo album. Like this, I think that one was a photo album I did for that event. See, it showed here, Delta County Women's Connection added 4 new photos at Delta Christian Church. And there's my album. And it tells you down here too, 24 people reached. So here's some people who have commented on it. And I don't think I've had anybody add photos for me. I'm usually the one taking the photos.
Okay, any other questions for Jessica? All right, Jessica, would you like to share with everyone what we're going to be going over next, not next Monday, but the following Monday, the 27th?
So on the 27th, we're gonna, and if you want to go ahead and look for this page, it's called Canva, C-A-N-V-A, kind of like Canvas, except without the S.com. You'll want to create, and it's free to join. So you'll want to create. You could sign in with Facebook, sign up with Google, sign up with your email. So you'll want to create your. I don't know, I'm losing my words, I'm sorry. You'll want to create your profile on there. Once you do that, it's going to kind of walk you through how to use Canva. But we're going to go over this, and that's how I do a lot of these photos. This banner right here for the helps page, I did that on Canva. All of these banners here, I did those on Canva as well.
They're not seeing that right now. We switched back over again.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
So on the Women's Connection Helps page, when you go and look at the banners that are just kind of placeholders, we went over that. They have the flowers on them. I created all of those on Canva as well. When we did the event that I just showed you how to set up, I did that event banner on Canva. It's pretty easy. It's user friendly. It's, I don't know. I love the resource, and it's free. There are options where you will have to pay, but I will show you how to get around those options.
Great. All right. So that's on Monday, November 27th. That will be our third training for social media. Of course, we will make this one available online within the week sometime if you want to rewatch it or send different leaders to the website that they can watch this. And then we'll look forward to seeing your pages. I just want to remind you that Amy Rodriguez and the home office team in our marketing and communications is also available to you to answer questions, and you can send them to connections@stonecroft.org, and they will get those questions to Amy, and she can help you with any questions you might have about social media or finding, a brand guideline or anything like that. So we will be back again in 2 weeks, and we're looking forward to being with you all again. That's on Monday the 27th. In the meantime, have a blessed Thanksgiving, everyone, and I will just close us in prayer. Father, we do thank you for this training time that we could be together and learn together. I thank you for the giftings that you've given Jessica and Amy here in our home office, and we do ask, God, that you would help us to get the word out so that more women would become aware of Stonecroft's Women's Connection groups and Bible studies and all that we have to offer to see women engaged in evangelism. And we just commit this to you now in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Cheryl.
Wonderful day. Thank you, Jessica. That was awesome.
All right. See y'all in 2 weeks.